How comfortable do you feel in the playbook of the offense right now as opposed to perhaps in the spring?
Very. I feel very comfortable. I feel like, as a quarterback, being able to, be an extension of the coaching staff on the field is something that's very important. And, not only just knowing the plays, not only just knowing the protection, but knowing the alignment of the receivers in every formation, every tag. So, just going home and doing that every single day. I got two roommates, Xavier Guillory and Alphonse Stovall, and we do that all the time. And always can learn. Always can learn.
You're getting more comfortable in the offense all the time. What kind of jumps out about this Dillingham Baldwin offense? It seems like quarterbacks get the ball out pretty quick. It's the playmakers almost kind of like play a point guard type role.
100%. I mean, we got incredible receivers here. Our first and second group are guys that can go and play and score touchdowns and make big plays. And there's a stat that said, Patrick Mahomes last year, he didn't throw many passes past 20 yards for touchdowns last year. So he just, put the ball in the right place, and we as playmakers go make plays, and we have guys who can do that. And we also take a lot of shots. So, mix between Coach Dillingham and Coach Baldwin has really come along. And I think this summer, with all the player run practices, we've made a big stride, and I'm really excited going into fall camp.
So Kenny's had great success in kind of, maximizing his quarterback's potential, Jordan Travis and Bo Nix a year ago. What jumps out to you about why he's been so effective in kind of developing, fostering the success in quarterbacks?
Yeah, well, I think he has an incredible system. I think him as a person is someone who is very easy to relate to and learn from. He comes into our meetings with Coach Baldwin, and whatever plays up on the board, he'll go and tell us a million things about that play. He knows everything about football, the ins and outs. So just kind of being able to be around him, and he's such a great leader of our team, being able to bring, half of a new team and a new staff all together. He's done an incredible job with that. So, I think we've made a big stride in this offseason in the summer since spring camp, not just off the field, but on the field and player on practice as well. So I'm very excited for camp.
What can you talk to you about kind of the culture and just kind of the vibe here now that you have several months as a Sun Devil? Just how, what kind of program they're creating and stuff?
Yeah, no, I mean, like I've said 100 times, I'm really excited. I love this team. I love all the new guys. I love the guys that were here. I love the tradition of the university. His coaching staff is awesome, and they're all almost every coach is a player's coach. You can go up and talk to any coach on the offensive or defensive staff and have a great conversation. And the guys have worked really hard. Today we did conditioning this morning. And a couple of guys, sit out a couple of reps, and the players came together and said, "Hey, we need to run more because this is the stuff that's going to get us beat." So a lot of motivation from the staff and the coaches, but also just self-motivation is gained, and all of us have all really pushed really hard and tried to maximize our potential.
Quarterback battle's going to be center stage. You invite for that QB1 spot. What's the rapport like in that quarterback room? Penn, Jaden, Jake, the guys kind of gunning for that job.
Yeah, I mean, Coach Baldwin does a great job with that. So does Coach Dillingham. And those guys are great guys. I've spent a lot of time with them, some of my best friends, and I've been able to hang out with them and be in the film room and get better, and we push each other. Something that I've always, I've been in competitions my whole college career. Something that I've always told myself is just control what you can control. What I can control is being in the playbook. What I can control is being ready for practice, having my body right, and being healthy. And as long as I can do that and play my best, that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm really excited. I'm an ultimate competitor. I love this, and I can't wait for camp to put the pads back on.
Drew, what's it take to show the coaches that you're the guy? What's it going to take here at camp when camp starts?
Yeah, I think in competitions, a lot of people, press to try to make big plays here and there, and kind of just being able to control the offense and taking what's there. Like I said, we have a lot of players that could take a 5-yard slant 30 yards. So, just staying within the offense, going through your reads, bringing your feet and eyes to throws, and just being able to know the offense really well and just operate. The big shots and the big plays will all come, but you just gotta be able to take what the defense gives you in the beginning, and those big shots will come.
A lot of guys are telling us about leadership too, just your leadership skills and how to kind of play a scrimmage.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I think that, I've worked extremely hard this offseason in training and player run practices and stuff like that. So kind of just, my work ethic and how I approach the season, how I approach practice, how I approach going in and squatting tomorrow. I think I'm fully locked in. It's pretty much like a job for me here. I come here, I go to the facility, go home and do my schoolwork, and I came here as a business trip. So.
You may have answered this, but what's it like for a guy who's from back east dealing with the heat wave that we're going through right now?
Yeah, honestly, so I think I've actually been able to adjust to it pretty well. I went down to the Manning thing down in Louisiana, and it was real humid there and still like 95 degrees, so I was able to feel the humidity and come back here and actually appreciate the air. However, there's no joking around when it gets to 115 or something. So, like I said, I can just control what I can control. I can't control the heat. So, I've worked really hard this offseason and running, and I think Coach Joe has us ready.
When you transfer into a program like this, how long does it take before you really start to feel comfortable in your environment?
Yeah, well, I think that we had so many new guys on the team, so much new staff that it probably takes maybe 2 weeks to get in the system of like knowing everything and knowing where to be, when to be there. But I think that the team is just continually getting closer. Like every single workout, every single team meeting, Coach Dilliam's done a great job with that. Coach Joe's done a great job with that. And I think the team has become very, very close. And I think that's when I got here, it was all new transfers. I didn't know how the team was going to turn out, but I'll tell you, we have each other's backs. We work for each other. We work really hard. So I'm very excited for this team.
Drew, have you heard anything about Camp Tonazona yet?
I have, yes sir, Camp T.
What kind of stories you heard?
Yeah, on that one I'm going to do the same thing, just control what I can. I really hope they have air conditioning there in the dorms, but for me, I love that kind of stuff. I've been in college football for a little bit of time now, and I love being able to bond with my guys, and especially be bunking up with X and Jalen over there. So.
You talked about getting to know the guys a little bit every week.
Yes, sir.
How much does that help when it comes to becoming a leader of the team?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, I think being a quarterback, you got to be able to know everybody on the team, not just offense, not just defense, but I think special teams as well. That's something I pride myself on all throughout college, and we got new freshmen in here, and got to go introduce myself to all of them. And like you said, being a quarterback, a leader of the team, you need to be able to have a relationship with everybody.
Hey Drew, why'd you get a fresh cut before media day?
Because my beard was a little too long and scraggly. I can't do it myself. I can't do it myself.
How does this Camp T help in that respect, where you guys are going to be out of your comfort zones and have to get along somewhere?
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of things like that in football that, in the off season when we're squatting every Friday, max squat as hard as we can. When you get down there and you're about to come up, like. That's being in the fourth quarter pushing for one more yard. That's being able, when you're tired, and we ran 30, 60-yard shuttles today. When you hit the 25th, you're like, hey, this is the fourth quarter, we got to push. So, like, going to Camp T and having all our guys, like, go through the same, brutal couple days, that's something that's going to help us build as a team, as a family, is going to, I think, will help us a lot in camp and going forward into the season.
Those cabins aren't they're not the most comfortable as cabins up there.
No, I haven't even looked up pictures. I'm just going to go, and I'm going to sleep, and I'm going to go out and throw the football. That's what.
Where is this quarterback competition?
I think he's, as far as I know, I don't, you probably have to ask the coaches on that one. I'm like I said, I just do what I can do and control what I can, and just put my nose in the playbook and get ready to play next week.
You've seen this picture.
Yes, sir.
Is that after the Cal game?
Yes, sir.
First start?
Yes, sir.
What was that feeling like in the locker room after that game?
Yeah. Well, for me, I was a backup for the first 2 years, and being able to come and start a game. And, I had a rough first half, came out the second half, and we ended up winning the game. And they called me up to speak to the team afterwards, and it wasn't so much about me. Like I I was upset about the first half, you know what I mean? But we were 0-2, and you know, like I said, that bond that I had with all those guys on that team, like being able to do what I could to help us win and help the guys get back in the flow of winning is something that like really meant a lot to me. So that's why I had all that emotion. You know, I've been up and down in college. I've had a lot of emotion, and when I played, I kind of stayed neutral. So you know, I think showing emotion is a good thing, and I definitely did there. But I truly believe that that's because of the closeness I had with all my brothers on my team.
Was that like a highlight of your college career so far?
You know, I think it's a good memory. I'm still pissed about that first half, you know, but we won that game, and you know, I'm excited to make more memories this year.
Do you feel like you're in the same position though, as far as, you know, you were back at Notre Dame, winning, getting the job, proving that you could do the job? Do you feel like you're kind of in that same position here?
You know, I think that every time I go anywhere, I'm always going to compete. You know, my freshman year, I was a freshman. Ian Book was the quarterback, who's back for the Eagles now, and you know, he'd been there. He was a fifth-year senior captain and whatever, and I wasn't going to win the job, but you know, I told myself I'm going to go and compete every single day, and you know, that made me better. So I think just being able to go out there every single day and compete is something that, whether I'm the starter, whether, you know, I started 4 years in high school, I went out every single day in high school and like there was a guy chasing my tail. So you know, just being able to always push myself, I'm self-motivated, and you know, I'm just going to go out there and do my absolute best and try as hard as I can and just sling the rock.
Drew, when you enter the transfer portal and you choose a school, do you expect to come in and start? Is that your goal? Is to say, I want to come here and be the guy?
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, that's 100% my goal. You know, I love football. I love playing football. We have an incredible opportunity here. We have a lot of really good players. Our coaching staff works extremely hard. They're here late at nights every day of the summer, and you know, I think that, you know, we have a great opportunity here, and I'd love to be the guy being able to throw our amazing receivers. And you know, I'm just very thankful for the opportunity, and I'm going to do everything I can to seize it, because you know, I think our team's going to be really good. So I'm excited.
Coach talked about, you know, not promising anybody anything, but it's just an opportunity to compete.
Yes, sir.
And you talked about, you know, the joy of competing. What did that say to you when you first came there and just having the chance?
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, look, I think handing something over to someone probably isn't the best thing, you know, to handle things. And you know, I love competing. I love football. I love going out there and throwing every single day for practice. And you know, I just think that it's part of me. It's part of who I am. I'm a competitor, and you know, no matter where I am, what I'm doing, I'm going to compete.
We talked about, you know, how good this team can be. When you look at, you know, Coach Cunningham's offensive mind, how exciting is it to have an opportunity to be able to work with a guy like that and an offense like this?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, you just look at what Bo Nix, how much he's grown, and all the production the Oregon offense had last year. You know, we have the same similar opportunity. You know, our receivers are incredible, our line's great, and our backs are great, and you know, I'm really excited. You know, I think that bond with the team, the offense is coming together really well. So I'm just really excited. You know, I just can't wait to throw those pads back on. We've been throwing all off season and getting a lot better, but you know, I'm excited to strap it up again.